All right, guys, welcome back for the next section. So again, you either have a packet you've picked up from school, you've printed it out, or you're doing this on notebook paper instead. All of those options are fine. So here we're talking about a line segment. So this is part of a line. So we talked about lines yesterday that they go on forever, they're infinite. But a segment is just a piece of that line, so it does have two endpoints. So when you're naming these, it's very similar. You could have DL or LD, but above you're just going to have a line without the arrows on the end. That's what's going to tell us it's a segment instead of a line. Name the segments in the diagram. So we have this piece right here, AN. We also have NH and AH. All of those are line segments. The segment addition postulate. So we're going to have a lot of these definitions throughout geometry that are just defining something that seems like common sense, but we have to define them because someone had to discover that they worked. Okay, so a segment addition postulate is if a point is between two other points on the same line, meaning they're collinear, they're on the same line, then the sum of the lengths of the two smaller segments is equal to the larger segment. So if B is between A and C, then that means I can take segment AB and add it to segment BC to get the large segment AC. So I can add these two little pieces together to get the big piece. Use the diagram to answer the following questions. Use the segment addition postulate to find XZ. So XZ here means that I'm taking XY plus YZ and it's equal to XZ. So I can take 23 plus 50, that's equal to 73. So XZ is 73. My webcam is being a little weird, so I'm actually just going to drag it down as far as I can to kind of hide it. I think it's because I paused to take a quick meeting, but so we're going to ignore my webcam for the rest of this section, and I'll get it back up and running for the next one. But here it says in the diagram WY equals 30. So right here, WY equals 30. Can use the segment addition postulate to find the distance between W and Z. So if we know that this part is 30, can we figure out this? And we can't because they're not collinear. They're not on the same line. So no, not collinear. Use the diagram of Vx to find Wx. So we know this piece is 37 and that the whole thing is 144. So if I take 144 minus 37, then we should get 107. So this piece right here is 107. Find the value of x, then find the indicated length. So we have to find x first, then we're going to find the length of hg. So I know if I add these two together, it has to equal the big piece. So we're going to go ahead and write our algebraic expression here. And I am assuming your algebra skills are pretty sharp since you had algebra with Mrs. Kipper last year. So we're going to combine like terms. 3x and 2x is 5x. Negative 18 and negative 4 is negative 22. You can do plus negative 22 or just minus 22. So I'm running out of space here, but we would add 22 to both sides. So add 22, add 22. So you get 5x equals 35. If you divide by 5 on both sides, you get x equals 7. So we found x, but they want to know hg. So that means I have to do 3 times 7 minus 18. So 3 times 7 is 21. 21 minus 18 is 3. Same thing here. The two smaller pieces equal the bigger piece. So we're gonna write 6 plus x plus 13 is equal to 5x minus 5. So then you're gonna combine like terms. 6 and 13 make 19. And then you have a variable on both sides. So I like to move the smaller. I'm gonna subtract x from both sides. We get 19 equals 4x minus 5. And we'd add 5. And divide by 4. So 6 equals x. Oops. 6 equals x. All right, and then it says find TS. So right here, TS is 6 plus 6. That gives us 12. Points A, B, and C are collinear. Point B is between A and C. Whenever they give you a verbal description like this, it's easiest to go ahead and make a picture. So B is in the middle of A and C. Find AC if BC is 9, AB is 2x minus 6, and AC is x plus 12. So we have 2x minus 6 plus 9 equals x plus 12. And that's what we're going to solve here. So 2x plus 3, we combine like terms. Then I'm going to get my variables on the same side by subtracting x from both sides. So then I have x plus 3 equals 12. You would subtract 3 from both sides. So x equals 9. But they want to know what is AC. So AC is 9 plus 12 or 21. All right, back of this page. So R, S, and T are collinear. So that means they're all on the same line. R is in between S and T. So again, I would highly suggest you putting or making a picture. R is in between S and T. If SR is 3 and RT is 4x plus 1, and ST is 8, then find the value of x and RT. So first we'll do 3 plus 4x plus 1 equals 8. And then if we combine like terms, we have 4x plus 4 on the left. Subtract 4 from both sides. Again, I hope your algebra skills are solid at this point. And then divide by 4 on both sides. So x equals 1. So we found the value of x. RT was 4x plus 1. So 4 times 1 plus 1 should give us 5. Okay, that segment is 5. Copy or construct a segment. All right, we're actually going to skip the rest of this page. Normally we do constructions, but since we're in an online environment, we're going to skip constructions because they're not one of our priority standards, and that's our main focus. So you would need a compass to do this, and the instructions are here if you're curious, but it's not something that we're going to explicitly teach you this year, and it's not something that you'll be tested on. So we're skipping the rest of this page, and we are finished at this point. So you would work on worksheet number 2 in your packet, which I believe starts on page 16, and then you're also going to do a practice on Delta Math. So worksheet 2 are pages 16 and 17 in your packet. You'll do that in your packet. You can grade it with the key on Canvas and then submit a photo into Canvas. And then you have Delta Math, which is linked on Canvas. You can click right on that assignment and it'll take you to it. We're doing worksheet number 2, practice part 2. So you have 2 assignments today, essentially. Part that's on paper and part that's on the computer. So make sure you get both of those complete for tomorrow.